Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Wednesday, August 1st. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Daniel Shedd. Joe has the day off. August 1st?
I know, I can't believe
That
it.
hits you like a freight train. Where did summer go?
And unfortunately, I think from what Elisa was saying yesterday, the temperatures are changing along with the month.
I don't know if that's a good or a welcome change or not. We'll see. Elisa, what do you think? Welcome change?
I don't mind the heat. However, by the end of the week, it will be hot in the middle 90s. The humidity, though, not going to be terrible. So I guess it's some good and some bad. But yeah, we're turning the month here. It's 63 degrees in Branson. We've got some clear skies, calm winds, very quiet out there this morning. Nothing popping on that satellite and radar. Pretty quiet, maybe a few clouds, but not much going on. Temperatures real pleasant. It's 59 degrees in Springfield, 57 in Rawa, 57 in Clinton, and 58 in Fort Leonard Wood. We've got this pleasant humidity in place, which is why the temperatures have been able to cool so much this morning. Dry, green light conditions on the roads today. Nothing to worry about on your way to work. Today, a great day for the fair. We'll have dry conditions, mostly sunny. The humidity stays low. Temperatures be a little bit warmer, going for 89 today, but that's about where you would expect an August 1st temperature to be. The humidity is going to stay nice and low for the next 2 days, but then the heat cranks, 90s return, and the weekend looks hot. Details in 10 minutes.
Elisa, we'll see you then. Starting off with some breaking news now this morning. Fire crews spent the night battling a house fire in North Springfield.
Yeah, the home was vacant at the time of the fire, but the homeowner was planning on moving in. This all happening at the 1300 block of North Broadway Avenue. Crews had a small delay in putting these flames out. The first fire hydrant they attached to did not put out any water. No injuries are being reported this morning, though. The house suffered heavy damage as that fire spread. Fire crews stated that they took precaution around the chimney of this home since it was a little bit older. Crews tell us that there was a large presence battling that blaze, and the humidity actually played a role in how crews attacked the fire, rotating in new firefighters in order to make sure no one became overheated.
News right now, an amazing tale of survival is emerging out of northern Mexico. 103 people were aboard a plane that crashed outside Durango. As CBS's Laura Podesta reports, all of them are alive today.
The smoke coming from the wreckage of Aeromexico Flight 2431 could be seen for miles. The jetliner crashed Tuesday afternoon after it took off from the Durango airport in northern Mexico. According to witnesses, it happened as a powerful storm was passing through the area. This passenger recalled hearing an explosion right before the plane went down. Lorenzo Nunez said he couldn't tell if it was from a lightning strike or a mechanical failure. Images from the crash site show the fuselage intact and lying in a horizontal position in a field. First responders arrived on the scene within minutes to put out the fire and evacuate the survivors. Mexican officials say the jet's 99 passengers and 4 crew members have all been accounted for. They say most were able to walk away from the wreck. About half of those who were on board were hospitalized, and the pilot is said to be the most seriously injured. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Aeromexico's chief executive says the 10-year-old plane was perfectly maintained and had been serviced in February.
Happening around the Ozarks on this Wednesday morning, the U.S. Coast Guard says it's currently looking into the deadly sunken duck boat accident on Table Rock Lake at its highest level of investigation. The Springfield News Leader talked to a Coast Guard spokeswoman who says that this type of investigation has only been made 3 other times in the last 8 years, which even includes the 2010 oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. However, this is a safety-mandated investigation, not a criminal probe. Board will look at the factors that contributed to the sinking of that boat, negligence or law violations, and whether any Coast Guard personnel or other government agency contributed to this incident. Eventually, a public hearing will happen, but it could take several years. The Coast Guard is among several agencies in Missouri now investigating this accident.
And Senator Claire McCaskill is involved in introducing legislation that would improve the safety of duck boats. The bill would mandate recommendations originally proposed by federal safety investigators after 13 people died when a duck boat sank in Arkansas back in 1999. The senator's legislation would also require duck boats to increase buoyancy and remove canopies.
And more local news for you this morning. Your health insurance will now cover 3D mammograms starting this month. The technology has been an option for patients, but not required to be covered by insurance companies. Medicare and Medicaid cover 3D mammograms right now. And after new legislation is passed, all other insurance plans, including those through the ACA, will have to cover it as well. Medical professionals say 3D mammograms result in fewer false positives and reduce the chances of a callback by 40%. The images provide finer details and improved visibility because it takes so many images.
So a CAT scan takes sliced images through the body. This is the same concept as that we would take sliced images through the breast 1 millimeter at a time to be able to take that slice out and look at it individually without anything else being superimposed over the top of it.
Now, this officially goes into effect on August 28th. Your insurance will pay the 2D rate. If the 3D rate costs more, the patient will have to pay the difference. But starting in January of next year, that's 2019, when new insurance plans kick in, the full cost of those 3D mammograms will be covered.
It's your right to know this morning. A Lebanon woman was killed yesterday after an accident in Laclede County. 38-year-old Jessica Hobbs was driving eastbound on Highway 64 west of Lebanon around 4 p.m. When she traveled off the side of the roadway, she pulled back onto the road and into the opposite lane of traffic. Hobbs then overcorrected, traveling off the road again and striking a utility pole. Her car overturned and Hobbs was ejected. She was pronounced dead there at the scene.
Traffic alert for you this morning. If you exit on Evans Road off of Highway 65 in Springfield during your morning commute or evening commute, we have some good news and some bad news to tell you. We'll start with the good news first. MoDOT engineers presented plans to widen Highway 65 to 6 lanes from Evans Road all the way to Highway CC. But the bad news here, the Evans Road Bridge over 65 will be closed starting later this month and will be closed until December. Detour planning is in the works with local subdivisions as well as Mercy Hospital right there. The hope of this project is to cut down on traffic congestion on 65 in and out of Springfield.
Until we get it continued where we can bring traffic down to CC, and we dump a lot of traffic there, that I think we'll see the improvements that everybody's anticipating.
Now, the 6-lane widening project to CC won't be completed until August of next year. And to accommodate those new lanes, crews will also have to rebuild the Farmers Branch Bridge, which is just south of Evans Road.